Hello, Gemini. Let's pull up what's going on in your love life, right? What do you need to know about your person? Just whomever you're thinking about while watching this video, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you don't know what your placements are, there's a link down below to Cafe Astrology. You can get a free natal chart. What else? If you would like a personal reading, all of that information is down below. You just shoot me an email. We'll get you hooked up. All right, guys, you know the drill. There's no gender in tarot. Roles can be reversed, okay? I'm going to put you on one side, your person on the other. Feel free to like switch it around. And a lot of times we'll even get a mixture of both people's energy on both sides. This is an energy reading, okay? It's not really fortune telling, okay? It's an energetic reading. All right, and energy is always moving, always changing. What is going on for Gemini, my Geminis? Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. All right. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. Could be dealing with a water sign. Don't have to be. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The Three of Cups. The Two of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. On your person's side, we have the Six of Swords. We have the Three of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. The Devil. The Knight of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. All right, with this Emperor hanging out on the bottom of the deck. Well, so Gemini, I feel like, first of all, this is a connection where there is a lot of love, okay? I feel like there are problems, there's worries about money, about stability, about going forward, the future and money, right? But I don't necessarily get that from your energy, so it could be your person really worrying about it, thinking that they have let you down, that they have broken your heart, that they're, no good. It just really falls on them heavily, okay? All right, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. There's fire, there's passion here. And there's a new energy coming through, like a new something coming through. That could be talking about, success, good luck, inspiration. So this person that you're with, Gemini, and this could be you, I feel like what their job is or what they're doing, they feel like isn't enough to help, to contribute to the bills and the needs of this family. And they're really stressing about that. And so are you, but not in the way that they are. Yeah, the Devil. This person is very fixated on the fact that they feel less than, especially when it comes to, or only when it comes to finances. Because there's a lot of love here, but your person, Gemini, and again, it could be you, but somebody here feels very, they just feel like they're doing nothing but bringing this connection down. And I feel like that's happening in their head, but that doesn't mean that it's not real, right? Who's this King of Cups? This King of Cups is got a lot of love invested in this connection, okay? And the Six of Swords. They're trying to get out of this mess. They're trying to use their intelligence and get out of this situation. And so are you. I feel like you guys have had many conversations about it. You guys love each other a lot. It's just that somebody here feels really inadequate. And the Two of Swords. There is certainly a choice here when it comes to something new. But I feel like they're not necessarily moving forward towards the new thing. They feel like it's not going to have enough to offer, whatever that means, whether it's money or working too many hours or whatever it is. And this has been going on for a while. We see that with this Knight of Pentacles, right? Now they're going to get to where they need to be. It's just taking a while. And in the meantime, money is an issue. Yeah. Lovers. There you are, Gemini. But this is your person. The two of you are in love, okay? You are committed. You've chosen each other, and neither one of you are going to let go of that. But one person in this equation feels like they're not enough. Yeah, the Three of Swords. And again, we've got the Three of Swords over here. I think whoever feels like they're not enough has a broken heart because they really want to be enough. Whoever the other person is, it breaks their heart to see their person this way. So you're both walking around with, with big, bloody, dripping hearts, right? Just feeling that heartbreak, that sadness. What's this Three of Cups? What do we got going on here? But I do feel like they're about to level up. Because it looks to me like they're going from a knight to a queen. Male, female, doesn't matter. But I certainly see something coming in to celebrate. I don't see this Three of Cups as a third party any more than I just don't see a third party here, okay? But what we do have is something's about to change. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. They're going to get an offer, a new opportunity, a new idea. Okay, they may even get a raise at the job that they're at. But it's going to be something to celebrate, okay? It's going to be good, judgment. Making a decision. Something you don't expect and something that may shock you as far as financial opportunities or a job or whatever regarding to this person. It's going to be very shocking. It's almost like the unthinkable happens and it gets real good and you're going to celebrate, right? Because there is a lot of love here. What's this Two of Cups? Okay, the Ten of Swords. Good Lord. So something is ending, but what is this Ten of Swords? I don't feel like it's this connection. Yeah, so I feel like it's the end of lack or the end of less than. Because a new beginning is coming. They're manifesting the future, and the future is this Queen of Pentacles, right? This stability, security. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. They're doing the work and they're going to get a return. They're going to get a reward for their work. It may take a while, right? The Seven of Pentacles can sometimes be like a long-term investment. And we saw that with that Knight of Pentacles. But nothing is lost. There's nothing that's going on here that leads me to believe that this is going to be a horrifying problem, right? The King of Swords. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, another air sign. But this person is very in his head, very calculated, a bit stubborn, but very logical. But they're strategizing about the future, right? They're planning. And they're using their brains, right, to do it. They're not being held hostage. Now, this devil energy of feeling like that, that they're not bringing what they should to the connection, right? Feeling very fixated on this idea that they have in their head that they're not enough. That's going to fall by the wayside because something amazing is coming in. And it's going to put an end to all that. And they're manifesting the F out of it. And I think maybe you are too. All right. So the Six of Swords. Somebody is moving from tumultuous waters to calm waters. Using their brain to get there. Using their logic to get there. The Knight of Cups. But still, the Knight of Cups he's trustworthy. He's romantic. There is love here. And the Moon. So one of you is just really uncertain how this is going to work out. It's almost like it's not going to be good enough to have a verbal contract. They want this written out. They want like a job offer with the money and the benefits and whatever written out. Because until they see it happening, they're not going to believe it, right? Why is this Three of Swords here? The Seven of Wands. So this person, you know, you're Gemini, I feel like whoever is worried about this money, they're fighting for this relationship. They're fighting for this marriage, for this connection, whatever this is, right? But they also may be a little defensive about it. There may have been some arguments that have just broke both of your hearts, right? That were unnecessary. But here again, here comes this new money opportunity. An offer of abundance, financial gain. And we know that it's coming because they're manifesting it. And so are you. All right. So the Two of Wands, looking at the future, trying to make decisions and choices for the future. What do we want to do? Do we want to accept this offer or do we want to move on? Right? Well, the Nine of Pentacles, it's going to be good money. It is. It's going to be good money. And they're really going to shine in this position, this new offer, because they're good at it. And the King of Cups. Again, there's a lot of love in this connection. There's a lot of emotional intelligence. You guys are both very devoted, very faithful, very reliable, very passionate. With that King of Cups showing up on both sides, there's no doubt that there's a lot of love here. What's this Devil? What's going on here? And the Two of Cups. So this energy is kind of standing in the way of your ultimate happiness. But this is a soulmate connection. Whoever is in this fixated energy of not being enough, they need to release that. Whether that's you or them, they need to release that. Because this is a soulmate connection. This is who you're supposed to be with. And the King of Wands. This is the card that tells me, because the King of Wands is a thing doer, right? I see it, I want it, it's mine. When this person latches onto this new opportunity and hits the ground running with it, they are going to change the entire dynamic and the entire finances of this connection. And I feel like they're going to love what they do as well. Yeah, so the King of Pentacles, we have the Queen over here, and now we have the King. This is leading up to a lot of financial abundance, a lot of success, a lot of stability. Male, female, doesn't matter. And the Eight of Cups, evolving. It can also be traveling. They may have a job where they may be doing something where they're traveling, but I feel like this is more evolving. Once this sort of takes off, this new revenue, whatever it is, there's evolving that takes place. They're leaving things in the past that they don't need to carry forward with them, right? Which is that Devil energy, right? We're just going to leave it right there because we're not taking it forward, right? And that's where they need to be. But they're really going to get a lot of power from this, right? Their own power that they've given away to something toxic, to a mindset, whatever it was, they're going to get that back. Because with this Emperor on the bottom of the deck, he doesn't play around. He's the boss, right? He's the boss. Going from this King of Wands to this Emperor, rebuilding, right? Stacking that money. So this Page of Pentacles, just throwing cards here. This Page of Pentacles, what do we got here? And the Chariot, yeah, they're taking that offer for this new offer, and they are going to run with it. They have a lot of drive, a lot of willpower wanting to make this work. And the Emperor. This could even be them owning, buying into a business or working their way up in a business that they kind of get to hold the reins. Because again, we saw this Emperor, and this Three of Pentacles, right? Whoever this person is that gave them this offer wants them to make money, wants to see them level up, right? And they feel a little bit battered and bruised because they feel like they haven't been enough for so long. But here's a new beginning, right? Your ship's coming in, finally feeling passionate, fired up about something, wanting to learn as much as they can about the job that they're doing or the business that they have or whatever it is, right? And finding success within that and finding a lot of opportunity for new money, right? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So I like it. I like it a lot. All right, Gemini, that's what I got for you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And in the meantime, I'm sending you tons of love and light.